Hello, fellow traveler. Welcome back, or welcome for the first time, or I'm talking to myself. Hey, either way, what's up? So the next big hot fix for No Man's Sky post Frontiers, which will probably be like 6.8, 6.9, 3.70. I don't know yet because they haven't announced it, but they have notes up, which I've shown previously in previous videos. So if you want to see the most current notes, or you could see them, or you already have. Either way, I just wanted to share some extra notes since I've been playing. My biggest issue, which apparently is not so much an issue of the game, has been that since the last hotfix, I have not had any build opportunities. Before that hotfix, I had nothing but build opportunities, and then I hit a bugged build op, and it would not do anything because it was like a build opportunity. That was also a judgment call. Shared that in previous videos as well. The last hotfix removed that. It fixed it. And since then, I've just been getting management decisions, visitors, all of the other elements except for build opportunities. I thought it was bugged. I thought it was because of the hotfix fixing a previous bug, then caused a new one. However, it has come to my attention that there is apparently a maximum building limit of 10 builds per settlement. If that is the case, then that's my problem, because I definitely built at least 10 buildings. And also, if that's the case, that kind of sucks. It seems a little weird that this settlement, the whole settlement thing, has, even with bugs and hiccups and all the hot fixes, has been pretty easy to max out. Like, within a couple of days, less than a week of playing just not even a crazy amount, a regular amount, you can max out your settlement and your builds and have everything pretty much done almost right away. So that seems like it's a little bit too easy and too fast for what is intended. And if 10 buildings is your limit, that seems pretty small. The stamp down area for the settlement is huge. You can tell that they can fit another 30 buildings in there. If I've already built 10, then you could build another 30 within that space. And I was, like I'm sure many of you, assuming that the settlement would, I thought it would have a limit, yes, but 10 buildings? That includes the little square building, the little towers, those are included. 3 of my builds, my first 3 builds, were those stupid ass towers. Another 3 were those little square buildings, and then a saloon, and 2 malls, and then like 4 landing spaces. Okay, I'm gonna have to do the math while I'm editing, but I feel like that was actually more than 10 builds I've done. Hey, this is post-recording Richard popping in, and between recording and editing, I've discovered that some people are saying they've had up to 14 builds. This is based on me posting online and then getting responses and seeing what other people are saying. So, personally, I did do more than 10. It's actually closer to 14 or 15 myself. And I've also seen other people say they've gotten to about 14 builds or buildings before they stopped getting them. So again, I don't know what the cap is, I don't know what the numbers are, but if it's not a bug, there does seem to be some sort of limit on the buildings. If it is a bug, then it seems to stop producing them around 14 or so buildings. That's what I've discovered since I recorded, and back to editing. Thanks, guys. And that's all the ones that I can for sure remember. But if there's a limit on the amount of builds and it doesn't take up half of the space that is stamped down, that's either something's wrong or it's intended to be bigger later and they will expand it. My thoughts when it comes to Hello Games, as always, are that anything they've put in the game or added to the game will be expanded on at some point, and if you hit a limit early on, it's because you were only meant to like get a taste of it, and then like they're working on making it more elaborate. And when it comes to the settlements, from the beginning, I was already under the impression that this is just, as I always use the term, tip of the iceberg stuff. Like, they wanted this to be here from the beginning. They finally got around to it, getting it to where it, you know, fits and it works. And then they broke a bunch of stuff and they fixed a bunch of stuff. But they even said, like I've repeated before, if you've watched more than one of my videos, they've said this is just a small thing that is put in place mechanics that they plan on expanding for something bigger in the future. My assumption is that whatever comes with the 4.0 update, whenever that launches, whenever that hits, that's what it's gonna really blow up from there. That's my assumption. All the mechanics are in place. They've had plenty of time to really start working out, like, you know, where they were going, and it's almost time for them to start adding some more like major story type stuff. So it seems like we're heading towards that direction, and my, again, assumption is that all the issues we're having now and limits that we're hitting now with the new stuff will be expanded upon in the future. I'm assuming at 4.0 or beyond, because obviously when they do launch to a 4.0, it's going to do the same thing that they did here, and it's going to have a bunch of like after effects and hot fixes. So whatever we end up on, 4.20, right? Whatever we end up on, it's going to be an expansion of everything that's in here right now. Like I've said, I have a feeling that at some point the NPCs are going to be a little bit more dynamic, and when they have thoughts or when they have things that, you know, like, oh, I'm missing this, I'm looking for this, you're going to be able to give it to them if you have it. I feel like they will start implementing more, I don't want to say Sims, but I'm gonna. So implementing more of a Sims feel. I think that this is meant to be more of a system management Sims type, you know, mechanic in the game, and that's cool. That means, you know, there's room to grow beyond to some more expanded things. At this point, I have a freighter. I have a, you know, army of frigates. I have my own, you know, my own personal badass space guy who's well known across, you know, all the races and everything, doing all the stuff. And then now I have a settlement. None of those things are connected except for through me as an individual. I assume they are going to work on tying everything together in a more organic way, so that, you know, it's all sort of works together, and you're your boss. You're your own, you know, captain of your own Starship Enterprise type deal. You know, you command a settlement, you command an entire crew, and I think they're going to elaborate more on that. And we'll see. Hopefully the next hotfix will update some of the stuff, but if not, you know, there's always the next one and the next one and the next one. Alright, well, thanks for watching. You know I love you. See you guys next time. Bye! What are you waiting for? Subscribe, bitch!